Welcome back. And as always, on Thursdays, we have book charts. And today, our book in focus is titled Step by Step Child Nutrition, a piece that comes with yummy recipes for complementary feeding by Amarachi Okoro, professionally known as Coach Amara, a passionate advocate on preventing, fighting, and reversing lifestyle diseases through the use of nutrition and lifestyle modifications. Welcome to Wake Up Nigeria. I love your outfit. It's very bright and popping and very good for television as well. You're welcome. Okay, now, this book, when I was going through it, I was looking at the recipes. You say it's for children alone. Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, so now, before I go right into the book, let me ask you how, or rather why, did you decide to actually write it? Because I actually went through it. It's actually very detailed. And I loved how detailed it was, breaking down like from different age grades and all of that. It's very, very helpful, the recipes and all of that. So why did you feel this was something that was totally needed?
Yes, I'll answer your question by giving you a short story, a real story. So the founder of Perry Kids Health Initiative.
Sorry, can you speak a bit louder?
Perry Kids Health Initiative. So what we do, we go to schools to teach children, teachers about how children can learn on their own how to eat healthy. So a particular instance, I went for a pitch. I was talking to the management. So even before I finished, they were like, please come on board, you understand? And then I got to know later that they had lost a student to diabetes, right? The child had taken so much sugar, in fact, licked a whole bucket of ice cream the day before, and then by the time they could rush her to the hospital to bring down the blood sugar, unfortunately, very sad, the child passed on. So these are some of the challenges that I see in the society. Parents don't really know that these things are happening to children. You know, those days, it was like a taboo to hear that a child is suffering from diabetes. But right now, it's happening. And not just diabetics, all of, name it, children are suffering from it. So that was what inspired me. I said, okay, I think parents need to hear this. Parents need to learn about this. Parents need a guide. That's the major thing that
inspired this book. That's actually amazing because, yes, as you rightly said, a lot of diseases now that were not found in children years back and now found in children, right? And that's because, I mean, we can compare, as you rightly stated, the lifestyle then and the lifestyle now, of course. And then another thing I know is that I have a lot of friends that have kids, right? And of course, one of the struggles they have is, okay, this meal prep. Okay, what are my kids to be eating? So I believe that, okay, once it's breast milk is over, like that first 6 months, they can feed them with whatsoever they like, right? So now tell me, what is the right food categorization nutrition-wise for kids, let's say from like childbirth to like about 2 years thereabout? Because I know there are different classes for different
and that's exactly, just as you said, the book is classified into age groups. You have the baby stage, the toddler stage, when they are going to school, you have the twins and the teens. So each nutrient, nutrient that they need is mentioned there. So let's start with baby stage. We all know, I know, growing up, my mom always told me breast milk. Do you understand? So we
exclusive.
exclusive. And that's very important. But it gets to a point when, like, iron and zinc in the breast milk reduces. So if you are strictly on exclusive, your child might be deficient in vitamin D.
Wow.
Iron
Our
and
mothers
zinc.
shouldn't hear that.
So what I suggest here is that when your child has started taking solids, to make up for the iron that is being lost, introduce meat. Is a good source of iron. You know, unlike when growing up, they'll tell you, don't give your child meat. The child is going to steal. Don't give your child egg. The child is those things are fallacy. But it will shock you that a lot of people still hold on to those traditions because they are traditions. So I did a section on meat recipes for moms that are transitioning from breast milk
to solid
food. So
at what age, now before you continue, at what age would you say is best to transition? Because some people believe, like I have a friend, she says her husband says she must breastfeed for 1 whole year.
No, don't get me wrong. Breast milk for a year is fantastic.
Like exclusive for 1 year.
Okay, exclusive. Now, in the case of exclusive for 1 year, it's also good. But like I mentioned, you have a shortfall of vitamin D in breast milk. So you could also check with your pediatrician, your doctor, whether you could give the child vitamin D drops. But please, breast milk for 1 year is good, so that our mothers will not
come for us. Okay, so now, so that's for. So I noticed in your book you suggested, I think, 9 months. You're saying we can start introducing solids?
Yes, of course.
And when you say solids, what exactly do you mean?
That's a very good question because my last interview, people were like, okay, solids, do you mean swallow?
It's Nigerian now.
It's Nigerian now, so solids doesn't mean swallow. Although swallow is part of it, do you understand? Solid just means anything that's outside the fluid, the breast milk. Do you understand? And the formula. So your purees, your cereals that you buy, store-bought or homemade, those are what we classify as solids.
Okay, so now another thing that actually caught my eye, on this book we have a lot of fruits and vegetables and all of that. And I noticed a lot of mothers now actually go that route.
Yes.
Right? Instead of just sticking to the normal packaged cereals made and all that, they actually start making theirs at home. But then again, some people probably have the issues, I don't know if it's a problem, where they do a whole lot of fruits. Right, because they believe, yes, baby must eat fruit. So, like, they do a lot of fruits. But then again, in all these meals, you can barely find like, carbohydrates and all of that. So what's the balance, really?
Okay, if you're doing fruits, definitely you have to balance it with vegetables. And we have starchy vegetables, too, mind you. So even if you're giving vegetables, there's some vegetables that also have starch in it, which is very necessary because, you know, it's broken down into glucose, which the child needs. So it's all about balance. And I have all that mentioned in the book.
Amazing. I think it's a lovely book. I think I think if we actually check really, we can have, adults can eat from this book, whether you like it or not.
Yes.
Actually, you understand? And it's a very, very good write. Thank you so much for coming. I wish I could go on and on, but we're short on time. Thank you so much for coming. Now, get this, if you can. Okay, and right now we have Mike standing by for birthday shout-outs.